Hello and welcome to Phi Sigma Pi's Weekend Update. I'm your host, Jenny Schott, and here are tonight's top stories. It's the first week of the spring semester, which means that winter break is officially over. While we all wish it was a little longer, it's great to see brothers back on campus again. It also means that our group chat can go back to being more than just links to forms and confusing name changes, which is great because I've been very confused by all these name changes. I'm now questioning whether Caitlin's last name has one D in it or two Ds in it, and I'm really lost. So someone should probably help me out with that. In other news, this week the university released a statement in regards to its policy about hoverboards, which is unfortunate for us as it prevents us from using the Rush theme of Hover with a Brother. In this week's Snap of the Week, Annalisa really embodies what we all feel like when our friends really want to turn up on the first night of syllabus week, but you have an 8 a.m. We feel you, Annalisa. 3 years ago today, in Zeta Iota's history, PSP participated in the Activities Fair, where they recruited many students to rush PSP. Brothers used it as a great marketing tool to get Phi Sigma Pi's name out there to campus. So take that, DSP. We can do marketing too. PSP turns 100 this year, making it a great time to celebrate our history, both nationally and within our own chapter. In honor of this, I will be speaking to seniors about their history with PSP. Please welcome our first senior guest, former and very irrelevant Presidente, Dante. Yay!
Sup,
Dante, welcome.
thank you.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me. What else am I doing on a Friday night?
Obviously not. I
Yeah.
would assume you were at your apartment crying alone, but you know.
Took a break from that.
Yeah, we all need a break from that sometime. So Dante, what has been your favorite PSP event over all the years you've been a member?
You know, I really do say they get better every year, and this year topped the charts. So shout out to my G-Lil for planning the best event I've ever seen, Food Olympics, because who doesn't like food? Who doesn't like winning? We all know we're competitive, and if you haven't seen it yet, come find me. I got a video of Sam DiGiuseppe trying to eat a chocolate donut off of a string. And let me just tell you, Jenny, it is glorious.
Oh, I've
Absolutely
seen it.
glorious.
It is glorious. Sam is a pretty glorious person.
She is.
Donuts are pretty glorious.
All hail Queen Bee. Yeah.
Yes. So going back to when you first joined PSP, was there a time, an event, a happening, something that made you just think, like, this is where I belong, PSP is for me?
Yeah, so back when I was a freshman, I didn't have many friends. I just wanted to be my good little nerd.
Not surprising.
Yeah, okay. Well, I mean, yeah, true. So I wanted to be my good little nerd self, go to my class, get my good grades, go to bed, didn't do much. But thankfully I met some Alpha brothers through a family member of mine who was a student here, and they told me to give PSP a shot. So I applied, went to my first rush event, which was everyone's favorite, speed dating. And it was partnered speed dating, so I had a partner and the brothers had a partner and moved along and talked to each and every one of us one by one. And fun fact, my partner was fellow Delta, Nicole Gallagher, go with that D-O. So, when I met my friend Alexia, who was one of the people that convinced me to rush, she handed me a note and says, pass it to the guy that was like 3 or 4 seats down. Turns out that was my first encounter with the most influential person in my PSP career by far, my big, who was a half an inch shorter than me, Joe Lasignola, class of 14 Gamma. And I handed it to him. I didn't read it. I handed it to him and I said, what does this say? Because Alexia told me to give it to you. And he reads it out loud and it says, I think you're sexy. And it turns into a screaming match and a running around, chasing each other around the fishbowl in the middle of a rush event where they're supposed to be impressing me. And I was wondering why they weren't trying to impress me. They were just being their goofy selves. But that's what made me want to be here, because I kind of find myself to be like a little bit of a klutz and a little bit weird and a little bit, yeah. So now I'm comfortable walking around the library without shoes like I am right now. Now I'm comfortable carrying around a large jar of peanut butter during finals week with a spoon and just using it for my stress food. Now I'm comfortable professing my love for Demi Lovato to everyone and singing her songs and just, yeah, because I feel like I'm accepted. And
yeah, we do accept you in all your many weird quirks.
Yeah.
Very.
I mean, take it while you can. You got 5 months left.
Yeah. Here.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Dante. Those were great stories. Thank you for sharing. Also in honor of the centennial, I will be telling the lesser-known history of Phi Sigma Pi through the art of puppetry.
Puppetry?
Yes, Dante.
You didn't say anything about that.
Dante, it's a long and time-honored history of puppetry. Okay?
Do I get paid more?
No.
Fine.
And Dante will assist me very
Okay.
happily. Now, Dante, here's your script.
Mm-hmm.
You are going to follow this, and here are your puppets.
Okay.
They're paper, but they're still puppets.
Okay. Got it.
And I'm going to be the narrator, and then you're just going to act out the script. I want you to take whatever creative license you need to, really
Got it.
put yourself into this. And I don't want you to feel any pressure,
Mhm.
because I know you haven't practiced or anything. But I just want you to know I did work very hard on this script, and if you mess up, I'm probably going to hate you forever. But no pressure. It's going to be great.
It might be a risk I'm willing to take, but I'll do my best.
Yeah, you don't really have a choice.
Yeah,
so.
okay.
Right. All right. This is the story of the second chapter of PSP. From the outset, the founders of Phi Sigma Pi intended for it to be a national organization. After establishing a national constitution and rituals for membership, Alpha Charter Brothers began seeking opportunities to expand the fraternity at institutions across the country. This expansion began in May of 1921 at Bradley Polytechnical Institute in Peoria, Illinois, and it was spearheaded by one man, Alpha alumnus Joseph V. Hanna.
It is I, Joseph V. Hanna. How fortunate that I got a teaching position here at Bradley Polytech. I will start another chapter of PSP right here. Hey students, come join PSP, the National Honor Fraternity. I was part of the Alpha chapter at the Teachers College at Warrensburg, but I am starting the new Gamma chapter right here. It's gonna be so dope. Okay, yeah, sounds pretty dope. But there's an Alpha chapter, and we're gonna be the Gamma, so where's the Beta chapter? Well, you see, there isn't one currently. So you mean to tell me it's an honor fraternity that doesn't know your Greek alphabet? No, we know the Greek alphabet. See this guy McClure, who's kind of a big deal, he basically started PSP. He's at another college trying to open up a chapter, so we're going to let him have the Beta chapter because, respect. Okay, cool, let's join.
And so the second chapter of Phi Sigma Pi was established. It was not until 8 years later that the Beta chapter was installed at the Sea Teachers College in Kirksville, Missouri. At that point, it was the fifth chapter to be established. And thus is the story, the second chapter of Phi Sigma Pi. So you did pretty well.
I thought so.
Yeah.
Why doesn't someone sign me to a movie?
Honey, you don't have the face for movies.
That's what Photoshop's for.
Yeah, you need a lot more than Photoshop. Well, that's all we have for tonight. Thanks for watching. I'm Jenny Schott, and you're not. Good
Please don't be
night.
my friends.
I'm gonna have some great outtakes.
Mouth just like, yeah.
You don't have a position.
What?
Oh, you mean like from the frat in
Yeah.
general? Oh, no, honey, don't do that.
And should I just make it rise from the here they are students, they want to be us.
If you do it, do you understand?
Do you kiss your mother with that mouth?
I don't kiss my mother ever. I'm a man. In a woman's body. I just winked at the camera.